What's up, YouTube? Novadella Investment here, back with another video. I'm so sorry that I've been gone for so long. Life has been busy. However, I'm still around. The account is still progressing, but just haven't had enough time to jump on and give you guys an update on what's going on with the portfolio. So I figured this week I have a long weekend here due to the Independence Day, July 4th. Happy July 4th to everyone out there who celebrates. I have some time to jump on and make a video updating you all on what's going on within the portfolio. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm gonna go over how the account has been doing as far as weekly, monthly, year to date, and so on. Look at some of the numbers as far as our monthly average, how much we're gonna be netting in income for the year, and look at some of the holdings within the portfolio. So let's take a look. So for the past day, because the stock market is closed today. Today being the 5th of July, where I am in Korea. 5th of July. The account, obviously the market was closed last night. However, it will be reopening tonight, which is, it's about 2:36 a.m. All right, sorry, p.m. All right, it's about, let's see, I'm gonna get my time mixed up here. It's about 6:36 p.m. in the evening here on the 5th of July in Korea. And so the market should be opening in about 3.5 hours from now. I'm not expecting too much movement. I think it's going to be flat because of the a Friday, right? It's already going to be a Friday session coming off a short break during the week. So those normally you see those light trading on those days and a little bit of red. So I'm bracing for that in all my other accounts. But as far as this account is concerned, let's take a look. So I think the last time we looked, the account was sitting at around $12,000. As you can see now, it's sitting at $15,414, and that's due to some market gain, but mostly contributions flowing in there. So for the week, let's see, for the past week, right, from the 29th of July to the 5th to today, we've earned $264 market gain and $2 in dividends. And then for the month, right, remember I didn't do I don't think I did an update last month. I'm not sure if I did or not. However, from about a month ago till now, we've had about $272 in market gain and $82 in dividends coming into the account. For the past 3 months, we're up $873, and as you can see, $136 in dividends we've earned. And then let's see the year to date. Year to date, we're sitting at $1,000 for the year, which is pretty good for a small account, and $209 in dividends also for the year. And then if you go back, year to date, and then if you go back for the full year, right? So from this time last year till now, you can see we're up $1,600. Keep in mind, we took out, I believe, 8,000 back in January, right? So these numbers would have been a lot higher if that wasn't the case. But nonetheless, $1,600 in market gain over the past year, and $433 in dividends earned over the past year. Really awesome numbers, guys. The portfolio is doing well. We're continuing this in improving slow and steady. I hope I can give you all updates more frequently for this portfolio and find the time to do that. But let's go ahead and go down and look at some of the holdings in this account. As you can see, right, NVIDIA has been performing really well. If I actually bought and actually held NVIDIA the entire time, look at how much look at what we've done, the damage we've done in this account. I mean, so this account has been performing well. This account has actually been open since 2018, and I wasn't really I wouldn't say taking it seriously. However, dumped some money in there. I think I had like 20,000 or so much in here before. Made some money, paid some taxes, took some out, reinvested into some other alternative investments, and then finally decided to, okay, it's time to do this this journey and document it with you all. So don't worry, in the future there will be no more withdrawals until we hit six figures and beyonds. So let's take a look. So I do want to say there's been a yield max frenzy going on within the investment, both income investment world and just dividend investment, stock investment world in general. I'm loving it. Hey, it just goes to show there's different ways there's not just one way to skin a cat, right? I think everyone needs to just relax, get along, and basically, hey, support each other. If somebody's doing something that's different than you are, look at what they're doing, and maybe you can take some of that and add it to your repertoire, or not. You know what I mean? But I think we all need to stay positive. That's all I gotta say about that. So, speaking of yield max, I've been loving Coney and Misty's performance. I've been tracking those. I don't have a lot of funds invested in those two vehicles. However, those things have been performing really well over the past year. And I think, especially for Coney, I think if you've invested in Coney since inception, you've already made back 100%, or made back the money that you put in there. So basically, if you invested 100,000 in Coney, you'd have already received that amount back. And I think there's 2 months left, because I don't think it's been a year yet since that fund has been launched. So that's really good performance in my opinion. So let's keep going. So some of the holdings that we have: Nvidia, Welltower, Maine. Maine is really good. I think this is probably one of my favorite income or dividend stocks. Pays a monthly dividends. Obviously, this account is so small that investing in dividend funds is not probably the ideal thing to do, because you want to focus on growth. Now, if you had a huge account and you're looking for income, then obviously Maine would be one of those steady eddies. The NAV, over the past 10 years, the NAV has only increased. And this is one of those vehicles you look at to see and look at the performance of the price performance to see that it not only pays the steady dividends every month, but the NAV tends to either increase or stay sideways, which is what you want to see when you're investing in these dividend stocks. So really like that. MasterCard is in here. I know I have Visa down here somewhere as well. The M1 Finance, Expert Pies, HESM, another strong company that I really like. I'm hanging on to them. And then I want you all to see my latest addition. So Torment. TRM Torment. So I've invested in this stock most recently, and I really like the performance so far of it. I think there's great future in it, and I'm looking forward to see what that does in the future. I'm invested in a few yield max funds, as you can see down here. I'm in Coney. I'm down 7% in price. Right, obviously the dividends coming in, but price wise, as you can see, the NAV has decreased since I've held it for both Coney and Misty, right? Because Bitcoin obviously have not been performing too well over the past few weeks that I've held it. But no worries, the stock market goes up and down. You're gonna have some red days. You're gonna have green days. I mean, you take it and then you keep moving, right? So let's go over to the dividend tracker. So as you can see, year to date, we've done $324 in income. Our monthly average is $57, and our income for July is going to be $60, and then annual income projection is $693. If you project out to December, and then if you look at the first week of July, you'll see that we're bringing in $17.90. And that's coming from JEPI, JEPQ, SCHD. So SCHD, right? People love SCHD, which is great. However, I think people use it the wrong way, because I see a lot of accounts that are sub that are below 50,000, below 20,000, even 20,000, and they're holding on to SCHD, and they might have a split that goes 60% SCH, 68% VU and 40% SCHD or 30. My thing is why, right? I mean, obviously we know why, right? It's a good performing fund, and folks are loving the dividends. But if you look at SCHD and SCHG for a small account that you're trying to build, I think SCHG would be your better, because the performance is better as far as growing a small account. Whereas SCHD should be more for folks who have already grown their account and have a huge account, and they just want to sit back and collect income. I think SCHD is more appropriate for that. I think SCHD would drag down your performance and some of those potential gains that you will get. Even if you just put all your money in VTI or VU, I think that'll be a lot better option than putting into SCHD at this time. Now in the future, once you hit six, 7 figures, a different ballgame. You can play around with those dividend funds and stocks. But that's just my opinion. Not financial advice, just something important. I think I wanted to point out. But moving along, the second week of July is going to be our biggest week this month. $26 in dividends coming in, and that's from some of those YieldMax funds, Coney, Misty, GPIX is in there, ITW and TSM, the semiconductor company. And then for the third week, as you can see, $15 is coming in. ECL Maine, there go Maine. PBDC, I'm telling you, you gotta take a look at that, the performance of PBDC. Good performing stock company. I believe they're an income ETF. I believe if you look at the NAV is really good, and their dividend yield is actually pretty good as well. So take a look at it. You'll be surprised. YMAG is in there, and then YMAX. And then for the last week of July, we're bringing in 66 cents. Woo! But hey, we take it and file it, and we keep moving. So that's a little bit of an update on the account. Hey, I'm happy that you all are here on this journey with me. Trust me, this is gonna get real exciting soon once we start adding more to this account, and you start seeing those numbers really go up. You can see, I hope that it inspires somebody who doesn't know quite how to invest for themselves, and somebody who genuinely wants to see someone stick with it and increase their account from scratch. Hey, like I said, this is not financial advice. Don't try to follow me. This is money I can afford to lose. So don't do that. But tune in, follow along, ask questions, make comments, make suggestions. Doesn't matter. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.